Hello dear students, you all are welcome to today's online class. This is our second class on narration. In our previous class we talked about direct and indirect narration in assertive sentences. Today we will discuss direct and indirect narration in interrogative sentences. At the very beginning, I will give you some direct narration in interrogative sentence and you will change them into indirect one, and then we will discuss about the rules underlying in these sentences. Dear learners, look at the slide and you here see a direct speech. Rakib, have you ever been to Cox's Bazar? Said Hassan. The reporter's speech, in inverted comma. Rakib, have you ever been to Cox's Bazar? And this reported speech is uttered by Hassan. We can easily understand this. But here the speaker is at the end of the sentence. In passage narration, we also see speaker is at the end of the sentence. In some passage narration, actually, to first or second sentence or third sentence, we don't know who is the speaker. At the end of the passage, we get idea who is the speaker and who is speaking to whom. Okay, dear learners, now we will see the indirect narration of this direct narration. Then we will discuss about the mechanism here. This is the indirect speech. Hassan asked Rakib if he had ever been to Cox's Bazar. From our last class, we have learned that in assertive sentence, inverted comma changed into that, but in interrogative sentence, we see here there is no inverted comma and it is used. Then have has been changed into had. Dear friends, now we will go to the second example. Here is no. How does it look like? Said Rakib. Rakib said at the answer of Hassan's question negatively. Then he asked a question, how does it look like? Now we will see the indirect speech of this one. Here we see indirect speech. Rakib replied in the negative or answered negatively and asked how it looked like. Now we will analyze these sentences. Okay. Here as a conjunction we see if has been used, but there is no if, but there is how. Okay, why is it like this and how we will understand that, where we will use if and where we will use how or any other doublage word. Dear friends, we know that there are two types of question, yes no question and doublage question, and yes no question starts with auxiliary verbs. Okay, so these rules we will apply here. If the interrogative sentence starts with any auxiliary verbs, we will use if as a conjunction. But if the interrogative sentence starts with WS word, then we will use that WS word as conjunction. and that has been done here. Second direct speech started with how. This is a WH word, and here in indirect speech we have used this. But the first direct speech started with auxiliary verb have, and that's why we have used if here. And the sentence must be changed into assertive. Okay. For this reason, after conjunction if or WH word, whatever it is, after the conjunction we will use the subject, then auxiliary verb or main verb. Okay. So I think this has been understood, and now we will go to a passage narration which has been selected from your textbook. First part, read this sentence. Direct speech. Whose picture is it? I asked. A little girl's, of course, said grandmother. Can't you tell? Yes, but did you know the girl? Yes, I knew her, said Granny. But she was a very wicked girl and I should not tell you about her. This passage has been taken from your textbook, Unit 4, Lesson 3. The story title is Photograph. Dear learners, if you think this passage, you will find that there are many reported speech. Okay, and which speech is uttered by whom? It is very difficult to understand. So we will discover it and we will determine our reading skill. That's why I emphasize on the first part book and say that you should read the book and try to develop your reading skill. Without developing your reading skill, you will not be able to understand the meaning of the passage, and if you don't know the meaning, you will not be able to discover who is the speaker and which speech is uttered by whom. Okay, so we read it again with great attention. Whose picture is it? I asked. So this reported speech, whose picture is uttered by I. I uttered it. A little girl's, of course, said grandmother. A little girl, of course. This speech has been uttered by grandmother. Can't you tell? This is also uttered by grandmother. Yes, but I did you know the girl? Sorry, but did you know the girl? This is a question, and this question is uttered by me. Okay, me means the speaker I. Okay, yes, I knew her. This is uttered by grandmother or granny. But she was a very wicked girl, and I should not tell you about her. So now you think about this and try to change it into indirect one and use your analytical mind. I think you will be able to change this into indirect one. Dear learners, now I think you have done your job. Now we will see the answer in the slide. See this indirect speech. Since it is an interrogative sentence, whose picture is it? And here two speakers, I and grandmother, are speaking. So first sentence is uttered by I. So we can use I asked grandmother. Then there is a WH word whose, and it is in possessive case, and we know that possessive case cannot be used alone. Okay, it is used with a noun after it. That's why whose picture will be used together. Then subject will come it, then the verb will go after it. And we have learned from our previous class that MREs will be changed into was, so it has been done here. I asked grandmother whose picture it was. Then grandmother said, a little girl, of course. Of course, thus speech of course express grandmother's confidence. Okay, so we can use here the word confidently. Grandmother confidently replied. We know that if anyone asks us any question, we reply this. That's why we can use the verb reply. Okay, instead of said. Grandmother confidently replied that a little a little girls means the picture is of a little girl. Okay, that's why it is a picture of little girl. We have used here that it was the picture of a little girl. Then there is a question. Can you tell? This question is thrown to the speaker I. Okay, so we can write here. She asked me. Can is a auxiliary verb. This speech started with auxiliary verb. That's why conjunction if is used here. So if, then you, who is you? You indicates I. So we can use here I. I could tell her that. Okay. Then yes. So I replied positively. We can use, or we can also use I replied in the affirmative. This is the same. So I used here I replied positively. Then a question is also here. But did you know the girl? So for question we will use reporting verb asked. Asked her. Did. This question is also start with did. Did. So we will use here if, and this is the past indefinite tense. Since the question started with did, so V2 or past indefinite tense will be changed into past perfect. So after subject we will use here had. She had known the girl. Then we will go to the next sentence. Yes, I knew her, said Granny. Granny replied in the affirmative and said that I. I means Granny. So we have used here she. She. This is new V2. So V2 will be changed into had plus V3. In our previous class we have learned this. So she had known, sorry, her. There is a but. We can use but here. But added. So if any speaker utters two or three speeches, we will use added, further added, this reporting verb. Okay. So we can use here, but added that she was. So in our previous class we have learned that was will be changed into had been. So she had been a very wicked girl and she should not will be used unchanged. She should not tell you indicates I. So here is you used as an object. So I will be changed into object me about her. So I think dear learners you have understood this. No, now we will go to the next slide and there is another passage narration for you as homework. You will try to change it into indirect one at home. Before ending our class, I will give you some instruction which will be helpful for you. There is an instructions helpful to change direct speech into indirect. There are some words which are used in indirect speech. Following some rules, these rules are shown in the table. Direct and indirect. This time indicator. If this is used as time indicator, this will be changed into indirect as that. If this or that we find as adjective in direct speech, they will be changed into indirect as the. And if this is used as pronoun in direct speech, this will be changed into it or the. This, if we get this as pronoun in direct speech, this will be used as they or the. Okay, dear learners, we will not linger our class no more today. Thank you all.